was in discussion with some people over the weekend, and again, I got that face, that smirky, I know everything because I know my side of the story, and my side must be right because that's what my side tells me. And I can't, oh, that's what I should have asked. Tell me my situation. Tell me exactly what I think. And then I don't know how many times I've told people for those issues where people say, oh, for example, homophobia, you're afraid of homosexuals, or transphobia, you're afraid of nobody's afraid of those people. Nobody's afraid of those people. There's so many times you have to reiterate things. It gets tiring. And to have people look at you and go, oh, you know, wink, wink, we know you're thinking this through a racist lens. You're thinking this through a Christian lens, whatever lens. And it's really annoying when you see someone smirk who you know either knows better or hasn't taken the simple time to research the other side of a story and then make a judgment. If I thought that these people I was speaking to over the weekend had looked at their side, go, okay, this makes sense. They were, of course, Democrats. So to them, it's inhumane. For example, the immigration issue. Oh, it's inhumane to split up families. One, no family has to be split up. If a child is born here and is a U.S. citizen, he does not have to leave, but he should leave and go with his parents and stay with his parents, and then they should try to do things the proper way. I always use notes. I always write notes. I get my thoughts straight because there's so many things to talk about, and then I lose track. So anyway, I know that they don't look at both sides of the story. They know their side, and I should have asked them, what do I really think? And then they look at me and go, oh, you're prejudiced. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. But that's your opinion, and that's not what reality is. So to make a very base, it seems like, one, I'm troubled by people being split up and people who are in our community and then have to go back to their countries. Of course, that's sad. On the other hand, you should not have allowed for the last 4 years somewhere between 2, 6, 8, 10 million, 11 million people come into the country and just open the door and say, go wherever you want, and then get back to us when we call you, because you know they're not going to. So that's wrong. So there's the basics of that story. So it's not fun to have people split up. It's also not right to have people invade a country, come in, and just leave. Now, if you're seeking legitimate asylum because of persecution in your country, that's one thing. And if we're going to redo the immigration, the way we vet people, that's fine. If you can, I don't know why it should take 8 or 10 years or 6 years or whatever time they say it takes. If you can get it down to 6 months or a year, I'm fine with that. But I don't think we should just open the door and neglectfully allow terrorists or gang members in our country. That doesn't seem very smart, right? Yeah, right. Here's your dumb face that you're looking at. You don't want to just let criminals in, right? Anyway, so you look at both sides of the story. To me, the law was broken. Here's another thing. How many people have been in this country for 5 years? It's one thing to try to. A lot of these people took a gamble. You come in, and let's say you are a hard worker, you go out, you work a job, you come into the community. How can you be in a country for 5, 8, 10, 15, 20 years and not have fixed your legal status? If you were walking around like that, you knew, you got complacent, you knew that this day could come at some point. Another point, if I'm not mistaken, the facts say that Obama and Clinton both deported a lot more people than Trump has, and yet the Democrats are yapping on about Trump being such a terrible person. And then these people I talked to, oh, come on, you know that's not good. What were they saying when, if I'm not mistaken, Obama deported 9 million, and I don't know how many Clinton did. So it's said that Trump will be lucky to deport 400,000 illegal aliens, the way things are, especially when judges are stamping on his feet every time he tries to make a move. So that's not really fair. So the judges are basically not following the law. Okay, anyway, so it seems like the judges are basically taking up the cause instead of following the laws. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, it gets tiring to have people look at you and go, ugh, when you know they don't even know the other side. When you know they're looking and going, oh, you're just they're demonizing you, me, with no real reason, except that they didn't take the time to do their homework to know what the other side says. And if they did, they still can look at that and say that it's 100% good on their side and this side is 100% wrong. There's no justification. There's no legitimacy that there are laws and they were broken. None. And if you're going to look at me and say, yeah, none, then I know that you're really you're not looking at facts. You've got your talking points, and we all do. We all do. You've got your talking points, and you're just going to stick with that, even when posed with the question of, is it fair to those people who came to this country legally, immigrants in the last 5 or 8 or 10 or 15 years, who did the paperwork, spent the time, is it fair to them that these people just come in? No, you can't just have the immigration we need to fix the immigration system. This can't happen every 8 or 10 years. We need to work this out. But in the meantime, the Democrats open the gates to millions, 6, 8, 10 million, 12 million, whatever the number is, and now Trump is cleaning it up, and now they're crying. Well, if you let the child, if you throw the milk on the floor and spill it all over the place, and then I clean it up with sponges or a mop or paper towels, shut your yap. I'm cleaning it up. Don't get in my way. Don't protest the way I clean up the milk. And certainly don't try to burn my kitchen table down because I'm cleaning up the milk. You made the mess, Democrats, Biden, and now Trump is cleaning it up. And so you're crying. I mean, you asked for this. What's that saying about finding out? This is what you asked for. And half of the country says that people broke the law. The other half seem to be saying it seems inhumane. Okay, well, both sides are right. It does seem inhumane because everyone who has a heart feels for people and families and people and your neighbors and whoever you know that might be in here. But it's also true that the law was broken. And we've always deported people who broke the law. It's just that, again, it comes down to half the country seems to hate Trump for no particular reason except that that's what they heard, that we have to hate Trump. That's the word. That's what this kid said at one of the protests. It's the word around here that Trump is a bitch. That's what they said. So he goes, well, why is that? He goes, I don't know. It's the word around here. And I'll leave it at that. You just... Okay, let's please, Lord, pray for this country, or let's all pray for this country. Let's ask the Holy Spirit to come and convert the hearts of our nation. Please pray for the souls in purgatory, and let's ask the saints to pray for us.